Hi guys. I know we're all of us have some upset right now. My family especially. But because a lot of the things I had to take my stuff down for my husband. His mom was in. Let me just a moment. Was in Nazi Germany as a child and saw things that I'm not going to mention here. So he's very upset. And for safety purposes, he wanted me to take it down. So if anyone saw my videos, I foretold what I saw if he won, and I'm not going to reiterate that. Anything else I see as far as prophecy, I will give to a friend because I get some dark stuff, and I don't know if it's appropriate to be on here. And I'm not going to put out our plans. I just know right now we're pooling money and getting passports, and one day at a time. So I have heard some things from young men saying some things to women. Your body, my choice. So if we're going back to where we're owned and we're property, I have some things to say. My great grandmother Florence Van Leuven. Let me get the light right here. Here we go. Can't see my face real well. The lighting here is not great. It looks like I have a glass eye. All right. So my great granny Florence Van Leuven was a royal piece of work. My grandfather, when he would tick her off, and I have to say for entertainment purposes only. So if we're going back to being property, women are going to go back to doing what their great grannies did when you pissed them off. So ladies, this is how to make great granny's special meatloaf. He would get you some coriander, some garlic, some maybe a little bit of allspice. Get you some nice, I should do it in her voice. Get you some nice, fine sirloin. She'd grind steak, just because that's how Grampy liked it. Then she'd get herself a can of Alpo. And what he thought was onions, she just put onion powder. Her special onions. She went out there in the yard and was digging in her garden, got her some fish worms or earthworms. She'd fry them up, chop them, put them in the mixture, and she'd knead all that up. Get herself one egg, then put in her spices, mix that can of Alpo, cut the sirloin in half, because of course he always had his own special meatloaf. She had a smaller one, because he was king. Oh, and he'd eat that stuff right up. And he was in the outhouse most of the day. But he never knew. She was mean. And if he, ladies, and she's got my granny's special cake. You say it, her special chocolate cake. She'd get herself some chocolate or bitter, whatever they used. Everything had to be scratch, because back in them days she was married at 15. If you pissed her off again, spending too much time in the saloon, she'd get herself some flour. She'd sift that, put her vanilla in, put a little honey, a little sugar, get herself some bicarbonate, and then she'd get herself some X-Lax or whatever they used and put it in the mixture. And she'd stir it real good and bake it forever long she needed. You ought to get yourself a cookbook. Pinch here, little pinch there. I guess there's one called that. You can get yourself some 1800 things. Oh, and he loved that too. Also spent half the day in the outhouse. There's a reason my husband doesn't let me cook. No, I don't know how to cook. He's a better cook. He's more of a chef than I am. I can bake, but I can't cook. Not my talent. So, oh, and another thing, when he'd backhand her, she'd wait until it was his time to bathe. She'd cut herself some rubber or get that belt, the switch with the kids, and she'd whoop his ass good. Backhand me, you said. You wouldn't touch her for a while. And if you really gave her something like a black eye, she'd tie his ass to a bed, get her old fry pan he told her she didn't know how to use. She'd show him how she used it. So that's my womanly advice from Grandma Florence Van Leuven. If we're going back to the old days, women didn't put up with crap then either. But you ladies, I do have a message. Why is it any other country can have a female president, but we couldn't? Women voted against her. There's also been some stuff going on. I'm not going to mention. I have friends like that have other channels who can do that. My husband prefer that I don't. If I have a message, like I said, I'll give it to someone. It doesn't matter who it comes from as long as it's relayed. And I'm not going to say who that is and when I do it. Because not many people watch here, and that's okay. It's just for fun for me. I'm just starting to do readings at parties and just for fun. At some point, I'm sure I'll do more. I've always had the gift, but my mother wasn't big on it, so there is always a fear of coming out. I'm out of the closet, so I might as well stay out. But ladies, we should be having a sisterhood. And I see things on Reddit. Women are cutting each other down. Girls are taking their sisters' husbands and boyfriends and ruining their sisters' dresses. And what is all this entitlement? Because I'm going to tell you, you're going to have buyer's remorse. That's for sure. And I can do different accents. My real accent is a New York accent. I'm from the New York Pocono area. This is what I sound like. But when I drop my voice, you can't hear it. So I had vocal lessons. Mom wanted me non-regional. That's why I sound a little gruff. So something to think about, because we're going to have to make stone soup at some point. I don't know if my husband and I will be in the United States. Like I said, his mother was from Germany. Who knows? We may be deported. Germany, here I come. EU, here I come. Ireland. Though part of my ancestry is here from my grannies that were from Africa and my grannies that were Native American. They're just turning in their grave. And my ancestors who were Hessians who came over, who's Jonathan Hager, who Hagerstown, Maryland is named after. He fought for that Constitution. This is so disappointing. But as humor, that's what I'll always come. Granny's had a lot of ideas. She even had one for ice cream, which I'm not going to talk about here. It's just nasty because she didn't like a boy. Yeah, my family's quite colorful. I think everybody is. But we have a long way to go in humanity. I thought, a lot of people thought we were better. Because a lot of us saw Kamala Harris winning. And she should have. So I'm going to end this. And the next time I do the French accent, maybe, this channel will be mostly for humor. Well, I did want to show you, I'm an artist. As we know, I make jewelry. I can paint. My painting's not all that great. But because I was distraught, look what I painted. Can I put it up here? Not great. Looks like finger paint. But hey, as I practice more and get back into my art, I'll be doing more painting, showing that, doing more ghost hunting, more medium type things. Guides would prefer me to give my other stuff to someone who's more responsible, because I have quite the temper, and that doesn't belong in this. So I want to wish you all love and light, and good luck. I'll be on. And you won't see my hats so much right now. My husband doesn't want me to wear it. He's a little fearful. We're in Arizona. So I do want to say, have a good day, everyone. And those who, all of us, I think everybody is a good group. People are there's more good than we realize. And maybe it's just so everybody can catch up. I don't know. But things will get through this. We always do as humans. And our galactics are with us. They see it. And I haven't been able to eat lunch for the last few days, and I'm just really sad. So love and light. Keep faith, because if we lose that, we don't have anything. We have to keep faith. The Creator is with us. Have a good day. And I hope I made someone laugh with Granny's recipes. Have a good night.